For the remaining 4 pairs, though, it's time for round 2. OK, guys, the round 2 category is words. Words. OK, can you decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second?
OK.
And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. Now, remember, Pointless is all about scoring the fewest points. OK, so you need to rack your brains for those obscure and unheard-of answers that you think the fewest of our 100 people said. With that in mind, let's find out what the next question is going to be. So, we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words that end in OUGH as they could. Can you be more specific than that, Richard?
Yes, OUGH. We're looking for any word ending in that that's in the Oxford English Dictionary. No proper nouns and no hyphenated words, but apart from that, any word ending OUGH. There are 64 of them in the English language.
OK, Zena.
Have you got the 100 ready?
I think we may have. I don't think we'll need it, though. We won't need it. We won't need it.
Trough.
Let's see how many of our 100 people also said trough. It's going down, Zena. Look at that. Down it goes. Very good. That means 27 of our 100 people said trough. Not a bad score to kick us off with, Zena. 27. Mm. Martin, we are looking for words that end in OUGH.
I hope it's acceptable. Borough.
OK, you're going to go with borough. Let's see how many of our 100 people said borough. It's a correct answer. Not bad. That means 35 of our 100 people said borough. That gives Martin and Simon a score of 35. OK, on to John.
Well, I've got a bit of a tickly throat at the moment, but it could be a cough.
Yeah, it might be. Anyway, what are you going to give me, John?
Cough.
I see what you're saying. I see. Let's see how many of our 100 people said cough. Quite a popular one. That means 69 of our 100 people said cough. OK, on to our 4th pair. Bob, what are you going to say?
Enough.
Enough. Ooh, I like that. We're looking for words that end in OUGH. Bob is giving me enough. OK, how many of our 100 people said enough? That means 53 of our 100 people said enough. That brings your score to 53. OK, we are halfway through the round. Let's see how we're doing on the scoreboard. Well, Zena and Julie looking fantastic there on 27. Keep up that low scoring and you'll be through to the next round without any trouble at all. Daniel and John looking a little bit more dangerous there on 69. You've got to try and find a really low score for the next pass and hope everyone else scores as high as they can. Now we're going to come back up the line. Will the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, Graham, we are looking for words that end in OUGH. You are currently on 53. Our high scorers are Daniel and John on 69. To avoid becoming the high scorers and overtaking them, you need to score 15 or less with this answer. We're looking for words that end in OUGH. So then, Graham, what's it going to be?
I'm going to stick a TH on the front and go with though.
You're going to go with though. To be absolutely safe and sure of a place in the next round, you want to be coming in below that red line. Let's see how many of our 100 people said though. That means 44 of our 100 people said though. That brings your total up to 97. You are now our highest scorers on 97, but everyone else has another turn. Daniel, you were the high scorers on 69. To avoid becoming the high scorers again, you want to be scoring 27 or less. What are you going to say?
I'm going to put a D on the front and say dough.
You're going to put a D on the front and say dough. Here comes the red line. You have to be below that red line to get through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said dough. That means 42 of our 100 people said dough. That brings your total up to 111. You are now our high scorers. OK, Simon and Martin, you're currently on 35. To avoid becoming the high scorers and overtaking Daniel and John on 111, you want to be scoring 75 or less with this. Simon, what are you going to say?
Well, if John had a cough, I think he would feel a bit rough, so I'll say rough. R-O-U-G-H.
Very good. Let's see how many of our 100 people said rough. It's good. Just. That means 61 of our 100 people said rough. That takes your total up to 96. OK, Julie and Zena, you are our low scorers on 27. You need to be scoring 83 or less to avoid becoming the high scorers and being eliminated. We are looking for words that end in O-U-G-H. What are you going to say?
Plough.
Plough. OK, here's your red line. If you are below that red line, you are definitely through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said plough. It's good.
Yes!
It's very good. Look at that. That means 24 of our 100 people said plough. That brings your total up to 51. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score is Daniel and John. Bad luck, guys. 111. Not too high a score, but I'm afraid everyone else was scoring just a little bit lower. Round 2 seems to be the hurdle you're falling at, doesn't it?
And nemesis.
Yeah, that's right. That was where you went out last time. And I'm afraid that's where you've gone out this time. Richard, what should they have said if they'd wanted to stay in?
There were 40 pointless answers on this one, 40 words ending OUGH, which nobody knew, and for good reason, looking at most of them. Let's have a look at a couple of them. I won't go through everything. Breakthrough would have been a pointless answer. Hiccup would have been a pointless answer. That's how you spell it. Now, this next word, W-R-O-U-G-H, that's the sound that a pig makes. So I wouldn't pretend to know how to pronounce that.
Oh, really?
Let's take a look at the next 3. I'll give you 3 more. Julie, you said plough. If you decided to re-plough, you would have got a pointless answer. A yarborough is a hand in bridge or whist with no cards above 9, and walkthrough. Let's take a look at the worst 3 things you possibly could have gone for. Simon, you gave us rough, which was the third most obvious answer. Second most was tough, which is what this round was. And John, cough was the most obvious answer of them all. I think that's probably enough, don't you?
That'll do for now. Thanks very much, Richard. Daniel and John, that was your second and final chance on the show. You clearly just don't have that pointless word knowledge you need to get through to our final, so I'm afraid we do have to say goodbye, but thanks so much for playing.